Hey everybody, KC here. Hope you had a great weekend. So I got a really interesting email over the weekend from the New York Times, from their customer care department. And what this email said was, starting Monday, August 31st, our TV listings and what's on TV column will no longer appear in your print edition. And they say, we know this will be a loss for many of you, but growing numbers of readers are already using their own TVs or other digital resources to inform them of daily schedules. And there are now far more shows available anytime, any day on demand. And by discontinuing these features, we gain vital printing and staffing efficiencies. Now, this is interesting. And listen, I know that, I have a little bit of reputation in the morning news beat community for not liking dead tree newspapers. But in fact, we continue to get the New York Times every day, have it delivered. There's still at times I like sitting here at the kitchen counter, having a cup of coffee, reading my New York Times. It's terrific. And the fact of the matter is they're right. I mean, listen, there's a lot of things that are still on television schedules. And you can get that on television. You just have to flip it on, go to guide, and there it all is. Or quite frankly, if you go to Netflix or Amazon or Apple or any of those things, it's all on demand. You can watch what you want to watch, when you want to watch it, how you want to watch it, on whatever size screen you want to watch it. That's just the way the world is. So the idea of creating a grid that tells you when things are on, that does seem a little 20th century to me. What was even more interesting to me about it was when I got that email, I had to say to myself, they have TV listings in the New York Times? Because it has probably been 5, 10 years since I actually looked up a television show in the newspaper. I didn't even know they were there, to be perfectly honest with you. So I called Michael Sansolo and I said, I got a question for you. Are there TV listings in the Washington Post? Because he lives down in DC. And he said, gee, I think so, but I'll have to check. It ends up, there are TV listings still in the Washington Post in the style section, in the same section as the comics. Well, maybe that explains it, because the New York Times doesn't have comics either. Anyway, it is just yet another example of how the world is changing and how the things that used to make sense simply no longer make sense. These are lessons that retailers have to pay attention to. How many things are you doing that you're doing because you've always done them that simply don't make sense in the modern world? I'll bet you there's more than a few. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.